What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I just got back home from watching Oppenheimer. Let me just say this. I don't know about you guys. I felt every bit of these 3 hours. Okay. This might have been one of those movies where it is somewhat, I guess, part of history in the making of this atomic bomb, or the bomb that, took off. But it was 3 hours long. Okay. 3 hours long. And I can't even I can't stress enough. I felt every bit of this 3 hours. Now, that's not to say it was a bad movie, because there was a lot of familiar faces. A lot of familiar faces in this movie. That I didn't, maybe they were in the trailers. And I just didn't catch when, or I didn't catch that it was them. There was a couple of familiar faces. But this is more, I guess, of a documentary of Robert Oppenheimer, who is the one who, he's a smart man. He's a scientist or physicist or whatever, and with him making this bomb, this bomb was a big thing with a lot of the wars, and of course, and so everyone that was in this movie really did a great job. The main guy who played Robert Oppenheimer, he did a great job, with the way that he portrayed this character. I mean, from the emotions, and like you felt every bit of his character. You've got a couple of people who I can't think of their names, please forgive me, but I only know them of the characters that they have played in the past. So you've got the president from Scandal who's in this. You've got, of course, Robert Downey Jr. You've got the guy who played the Green Goblin, the younger one, that was in the Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. I think there was a couple of other familiar faces in this movie that I don't remember. Oh, what is her name? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I keep forgetting her name. Oh my god, the woman who plays Oppenheimer's wife. Y'all gotta forgive me. Anyway, she did a really good job as his wife. I think she does a great job in everything that she does. So the movie was, all about the brilliance and the intelligence behind the bomb, and how they went about it, and how, it goes back and forth with causing a lot of chaos and things like that. And towards the end, like, it just gets real crazy with, him and the wars. And Matt Damon is in it as well, of course. It just gets really wild. But I felt every bit of these 3 hours. It's a 3-hour movie. It's a long movie. You really have to pay attention to it. It's not one of those war movies. It's not like action packed with all these, wars and bombings and things like that. It's not like that. But it's definitely an interesting movie. Definitely an interesting movie. I think they you know, everything was played out pretty well. The movie was done pretty well. You know, it was a good movie. It's just extremely long, extremely long. But I guess they wanted to make sure that it was, you know, if it's like a documentary type of movie, um, they wanted to give it to you all. You know, they didn't want to skip around anything. So it definitely started from the beginning to, you know, where it ended. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about this. Like I said, it wasn't a bad movie. It was an extremely long movie. Um, I can see why they made it 3 hours if it's a documentary esque, you know, but it didn't have to be 3 hours. Um, but everybody did great. But because it was so long, I just kind of, I was in and out a couple of times. I was trying my best to follow it as well. Um, because I think, in my opinion, for me personally, it's one of those movies where you have got to really be, you know, in tune and paying attention to everything in order for you to really understand. And it's not that it's hard to understand, but there's just so much going on. And it's pretty deep when it comes to how things were back then. Um, you know, and you got to kind of sit there and you got to let everything sink in and you got to follow it and everything. So this movie may not be for everybody, but I wanted to go ahead and give it a try. And like I said, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was extremely long. I felt every bit of the 3 hours. I mean, I personally want to give it 2.5. And that's not because it was bad. It's just one of those movies that I would have rather watched at home, in my opinion. But it wasn't a bad movie. It's just interesting. But anyway, leave your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed my review. If you guys go out to watch it, come back and let me know what you guys think. Let me know if this was something that interested you, if you felt the same way that I did, if you didn't, if you enjoyed it, if you didn't. Either way, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!